Good afternoon. How y'all doing? Hi, Daisy. Thank you. Oh. Okay, go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. That's enough. Go sit down. That's enough. Thank you. Go lay down. Go on. Go take a nap. So here we are leaving Florida. And at first it was pretty rough living here. The extreme heat and trying to get my trailer in the process of living in the heat, getting my trailer ready to live in the heat. So that was hard, and where I was living was kind of hard. I was living in a place with like a retirement campground, and the people weren't so nice. There was a couple people that were nice, but there was a lot of grouchy, nosy old people. And then, of course, work is always a struggle when you're a traveling nurse. It's always hard. Yeah, I feel a good feeling of accomplishment. And the last couple days, I've been putting on a truck frame on the back of my truck. And there's a bar that goes over the cab. And I'm sure you can hear it. It's going, ooh, ooh. It is so loud. After about 35 miles an hour, it is loud. So I'll be cutting that bar off. Definitely getting rid of it. The frame is great because I can fit all my toys and necessary things in the back of the truck, because I was kind of struggling with space. So now with the frame, I can put stuff on top of it and on the side of it, and it gives me a lot of space. But anyway, so yeah, we're just trucking along. We're going to go to 3 national parks. I got a life goal to hit every one of them, and the glare on these are really bad. I'll take that off. So I'm gonna go to Hot Springs, Arkansas. I'm headed that way, and gonna soak for 2 days in the hot springs. Can't wait, so excited. And then after that, I'm going to see Mesa Verde. It's a national park in Colorado with cliff dwellings. So I've never been to that one, or Hot Springs. So that's 2 more, or however you do it, down off my list. And then I'll go to Yellowstone. I've only been through Yellowstone literally like an hour and a half, 2 hours on a motorcycle. It was really cold, and I was on a 3-day trip, and I just got a wild hair up my butt to go and drive it from Colorado, and it was quite the feat, so I didn't get to see much of it. So I'm going to see those 3 parks, 2 of which are new to me. So I get to mark those off. I'm pretty excited. I'm taking the month off, so I'm going to go to the states that I'm visiting for friends and family are Missouri, Kansas, Wisconsin. Then I'm going to be in Colorado. I'm going to go to Idaho for Christmas with my family. So that's kind of my goal. And you know, it's tentative. Some of the stuff is set in stone. Like I have some nights rented at an apartment, you know, at a trailer park, or camper park, or a hotel. But a lot of it's up in the air, and it can be moved around quite a bit and tailored to my needs and wants. This week I will be picking a new assignment for January, and so I'm excited about that. See what I can find. And what else? Daisy's doing good, and the trailer's doing good. I got the tires, made sure that the air pressure is correct checked on the tires on the trailer before I left, and got an oil change for the truck, and did all those pre-trip things. This is a little over 1,000 miles just to my first destination. But I'll be putting on the truck probably over 2,000 miles on the truck this trip. I'm hoping to park the trailer possibly somewhere so I don't have to take it, but depending on where, that's the thing with travel and nursing, but depending on where you get a contract, I gotta find out if it would be quicker to take the trailer all the way to Idaho and park it in storage for a week or so and then head wherever I'm gonna go next there, or if it's the Midwest or South, then it would be easier to park it in the Midwest, put it in storage, and then do my trip without it, and then come back to the area after Christmas, after my Christmas with my family. So there's a lot of variables where I can't just nail down and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do until I know where I'm going to be in January. So if you like to have all your ducks in a row all the time, I would say travel nursing might not be for you. Yeah, because it's so up in the air. The last couple days at the job was really great because I got to work with a lot of the nurses that I really liked and have made friends with. And so we did a lot of giggling and laughing and reminiscing on the worst and best parts of this contract. And then there was the celebration of, like, a lot of them that came in around the same time, they're already, they're starting to find their next locations. And, half of us are like, okay, we're in it to win it. We need as much money as possible, because right now that's kind of what I'm shooting for, is a lot of money. And then the other half of us is like, okay, we've been doing it for a year or so, or we're just fresh to it, and we want to go somewhere fun. So one of my friends, she just got a contract for Honolulu, and she's just had a normal old boring life, bought a house, and she's like me, single, and she's like, it's not even a lot of money, I don't even care, I'm just gonna go live in Honolulu for 3 or 4 months. And I'm like, you go, girl, you do it, you only live once. So Indian food, exit 350.
There's a 5-minute slowdown in 1 mile. You are still on the fastest route.
Exit 350, Indian food. I'm gonna get off there. Anyway, so yeah, it's kind of cool to, as we depart from one another, like talking about, our plans and things that we're gonna do, and the things we're gonna do with the money that we get when we quit nursing, because I've met very few nurses that are in nursing, travel nursing, that are like, oh, I'm just gonna retire out until I'm 62, just work full time. We're all like, no, there's an expiration date on what we're doing. It's too hard. You can't do this for 30 years or 20. You can't do it. You just, it's too much. So all of us are like, talking about our plans. A lot of us are gonna do, some of us are gonna buy semis and hire people to drive them for us. So they're basically buying small fleets of semis with their money. Some people are buying souped up food trucks. A lot of travel nurses, there's an end game to get out of nursing and only do it part-time or nothing at all. So it's kind of fun talking about all of our little options and ideas. And yeah, so it's been good. It's a beautiful day. It's 73 degrees outside, not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful sunshine, Florida sunshine. It's a good way to exit the state. Yeah, this morning, just packing up, I was just remembering how much it takes to pack up your house and move it. And, you think, oh, I'll get this done in 30 minutes, and it's usually 2 hours at least. And then you really start to weigh, do I really need this? I haven't even used this in 3 months. I really don't need this. I should get rid of this. So every time I move the trailer, there's a bit of a purge where I go to the Goodwill and say, okay, this box of stuff is like stuff I've accumulated or just did not need. So yeah. So anyway, that's happening, and then I put the money down, as I had said in a video earlier, on an Airstream, and emotionally I go back and forth, should I get it, should I not? But I'm like so ready to have my own home, so ready. So I'm staying the course and ignoring, I'm looking at the math of the thing and knowing it's a good option for my particular situation in my time of life right now. It's a good fit, and so I just keep on calming myself down and don't make any knee-jerk reactions on how you feel today. And anyway, so they called me. It was supposed to be done in June 1st, I think, fabricated at the warehouse, but now it is May 9th, I think. So it's a shorter period of time that I'm waiting. But the thing of the matter is, what I think it is people get sick of being on the waiting list, and they're like, forget it. And so they take their money back or lose the money, the deposit, and then they go and find one used somewhere and settle for, what they can find used, so I don't have to wait. And the thing is, I have the great opportunity of knowing that I'm not in a hurry. I'm in this for a while. I'm going to do this for a while, and Lord willing. And so I've got the time, and I've got my crummy little trailer that I live in. So, and there's definitely some limitations to what I can pull off on this thing. Like, if I won, I could live anywhere in it. But I'm thinking about the next contract being somewhere really cold, because if you take contracts in the opposite season that everyone wants to go there, take, for instance, Florida in the summer, which is what I did, nobody wants that because it's as hot as a stinking skillet and you don't want to live there. So therefore, the money is really good. And so right now, places that are miserable, they're paying, because everybody's like, I don't want to be there in the middle of the winter. That's disgusting. And I'm like, well, I like the cold anyway. So, and I'm a little on the nuts side of things. So let's do it. So, I'm hoping to get a contract somewhere miserable. If it pays enough, I'm actually going to park and store the trailer for, the 2 months or 3 months that I have another contract, depending on how much I make. I have to really, there's no calculation to making these decisions. I just, for how much, goals I want to save and get ready, if it's comfortable enough to take the trailer, then I'll do it. But if it makes me absolutely miserable, then I won't, because if I'm taking these contracts that pay a lot, I work more hours. Therefore, I'm toast at the end of the week. And I need comfort for Daisy, and I need, simplicity of living, basically. You need it as simple as possible when you work a job where you literally get up, you're up for an hour, and then you go to work, and then you come back, and then you sleep, and you do it over again. There's no, get off in the evening and sit down with, Ward Cleaver and Beaver and his brother, whatever his name is, and be like, how was your day? Well, tell me all about it. There's no time to do that. So you have to kind of weigh your options of how you want to live. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. I am, oh my gosh, big old accident. That's why we've been stop and go traffic. But I'm doing good. Just happy to have have finished another contract, and my first year of traveling is in the bag, basically, this month, which I'm not working. And so here goes that noise again. So it's an interesting thing. I wanted to do 3 years of travel. I might do more. It depends. I also might just work part-time, where I just take 2 contracts a year, just enough to, live comfortably. And 2 contracts in travel nursing, depending on what you take, you can make quite a bit. So, I don't know. We'll just see. I'm going to play it by ear. But right now, it's time to make money. So, it's time to put the foot on the gas and get her going, because I want to really accumulate some wealth and get some things paid off and see the world. Well, anyway, the country. So I hope everyone's doing good. This is just a kind of a catch-up video to see how things are going.